Hello, everybody. As you can see, I've got my Yankee hat on. Yankees are doing good. We won 3 in a row. We're like 1.5 out of first place. It's the trading deadline today. We already made a trade for Jazz Chisholm from the Marlins on the recommendation of Derek Jeter. One of my friends online, won't give her name out, but she said, um, if Derek Jeter's giving out recommendations for who the Yankees should sign, why isn't he the GM? And I kind of agree. But if Cashman does what I hope he does and gets us a starting pitcher, a bullpen arm, and another hitter, maybe an infielder or something, I think we are going to be good. I'd love to see Gleyber Torres traded. I think we could get a good haul for him, but maybe that's asking for too much. He's at least hitting, but he's not fielding his position the way he should be. He's not as elite as a fielder as he could be. But Jazz, let me talk about Jazz. Some people are picking on him because he wears his hat backwards, and because he wears aquamarine belt and chains. Wait a minute. So Verdugo wears the chains. Hardly anyone has a problem with that. The aquamarine was actually started by, I believe, Judge. Judge decided to start wearing aquamarine sleeves and socks and stuff. And different like articles of his uniform are aquamarine. So what's the big deal there? And the hat backwards. How come no one has a problem with Soto wearing his hat backwards, which he always does? A lot of Yankee fans wear their hat backwards. That's how catchers used to wear them back in the day before they used to wear helmets, right? They would put the mask over and everything. I don't see the big deal. When I was a kid, there was an older kid. I was like a little guy. I was like a little toddler, and there was a guy across the street from my nana who he basically wore his hat backwards and skateboarded. And I thought he was the coolest thing. His name was Kevin. I called him Kema because I couldn't pronounce Kevin. But basically, Jazz is energetic. He's young. He's 26 years old. He's having fun. He's always got a smile on his face. He's playing catch with people in the stands. He's maybe making the clubhouse lighter. His first game, he didn't do anything until his last at bat when he legged out a single, then got a double, then stole second, then stole third, and showed he had speed. Then he came home on a sac fly. Yesterday, he hit 2 home runs. One in the beginning of the game, one at the end of the game. If he keeps doing good, that's a good trade. That's a good trade right there. Jazz Chisholm, I've always watched him. I live in the Florida area, the Southwest Florida area. I know this guy can hit. I know what he can do. And he's so far delivering. It's still early days in his career. I'd like to see them put him in the leadoff spot eventually. Although, someone who's heating up and I don't want to see traded is Verdugo. Verdugo is starting to hit, and they got him in the leadoff spot. He used to lead off for Boston. And I don't know if he led off when he was on the Dodgers. He was on the Dodgers. I don't know if he led off for them. But everyone's starting to hit. A lot of people are like, oh, we need to get a first baseman or something. Why? We got Ben Rice, who's like raking. I heard like one podcaster, I want to name his name, saying that we need to replace the catcher. Why? Austin Wells, again, he's raking. He's doing really good. He's earning his spot as a starting catcher. When Trevino comes back, he's going to be the backup, I would hope. So the hitting's coming around. Stanton's back in the lineup. He was in there last night. He didn't do much, but he's just got back. So you got to figure he's going to be in the mix for getting some big hits for us, hopefully in the near future. He's not a runner. He can't run. Can't play the field really. He's a DH. But Stanton's back. So we got Stanton, Soto, and Judge all in a lineup together. Eventually that's going to click with Stanton, and they're going to be hitting like gangbusters. I don't know. I hope the Yankees get some guys today. Like I said, we could use a starting pitcher. Whether that's Flaherty, whether that's um, Blake Snell or whoever. We could use a closer. We could use another infielder. We'll see. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. But it's looking promising for sure. And I like what I'm saying. And hopefully we do something today. If we do nothing, I think it will still be good enough to make the playoffs. But it's like, really, all we did was one deal so far. We need to do more. And I believe if we do nothing, make the playoffs with what we got, and lose in the first round, or don't make it to the World Series, I think Cashman's got to go. You know, how could you go out and get Soto and then you don't go all in for trades? Chisholm was nice. What else you got up your sleeve, Cashman? We'll see. Someone joked on the NYYU podcast and said he's probably golfing. I said he's probably hanging out with his mistress that went to jail that was like stalking his family and whatnot. Oh my god. You can't write this stuff. I would have fired Cashman back then for that. I mean, guys. I mean, this with the Me Too stuff. I guess it was before the Me Too stuff, but I would have fired him back then for that. That's just, how do you keep your job after that nonsense? And again, this has to be World Series or bust. We have to go all in on trades. We have to go to the World Series and win it, or at least make the World Series, even if we lose it, to even think about keeping Booney and Cashman. But I think I put more onus on Cashman for not putting the right lineups out there in trades and signings than I do for the manager in Booney, because the manager can only do what he can do. It's not a rah-rah sport. It's not a sport where you're going to fire up the guys. It's a sport where you got to put out the lineups, and that's what you got. Now, a week ago from last night, or was it last Tuesday or Wednesday, when they put out that horrible lineup with where we lost, I think it was to the Mets or something. I'm not sure. I think that's what, when we were playing them. When we put out that really horrible lineup, that's on Booney. Why he did that, I don't know. Maybe he thought he didn't have another choice in the matter. I don't know. Maybe he was trying to force the team's hand in making trades and stuff, and we're just waiting on guys to come back. But sorry, that was my tripod. Just, I thought it was malfunctioning, but it wasn't. But yeah, I like what I'm saying. Hopefully we do something. And anyway, it's a beautiful day today. Temperatures down in Florida. It's not too hot. We had a rainstorm yesterday, major rainstorm, and doing pretty good. Let me just show you something real quick. I know in another video, I don't know if it was on this channel, my other one, I showed my redwood tree. So because of the cooler temperatures today, I am able to keep my, do you see that, my redwood tree out there? I'm able to keep that out. So my good luck redwood tree. Good luck to the Yankees. Right? Am I right? Okay, guys, I'm gonna call this a video because it's kind of getting a little weird. You know what I mean? But I'm kind of weird, and you guys know that. So may the force be with you all, and have a good day or night, whatever it is where you are.